Hello lovelies and welcome to today's video. So this is an art journal page. This actually started as a massive cleanup page, as you can see. So this is fluoro pink. Now I haven't worked with my fluoros yet, but what happened was somehow my bottle ended up spilled all over the floor, concrete floor, so it wasn't that bad, but there was a lot there and I couldn't let all that paint go to waste, so I slapped it in my journal and I had this really bright pink page just staring at me for a few weeks. So as I was cleaning off my art foamies, that's how I ended up with the black. But yeah, this has just been sitting there. Now this week I have made 4 art journal pages over the last few days, and I've hated 3 of them. It has just not been a good week mojo wise for me. I have these moments where I just hate everything I create, and that's usually a sign for me to stop creating, have a break and get back to it. But for some reason I was just trying to get past the funk and it just wasn't working until I did this page. Now I did this page late last night because I wanted to put an art journal video up, but I finished off one of the other pages and I hated it as well. It was like I was forcing it, so everything I made I wasn't happy with. So I thought, enough's enough, I am just going to make marks, slap some paint down and not really think too much. Overthinking obviously is my issue. So I opened it up to the bright pink page and thought this would work really well just to slap some paint and make some marks. So I've got lime, lemon and turquoise, and I've just slapped them down. I was going to block off some of the colours, but in the end I'm just making stripes. I'm mixing the colours, and then I put a bit of night out because night is one of my favourite colours, and the paintbrush I used actually gave it some really nice marks, so I just added that. And then I thought, bring some white to it, give it something big to sort of centralize the whole thing. Like right now it's just a big mishmash, so I just needed sort of like something to tone it down and somewhere to rest your eye basically. And so that's what I've done. I've been wanting to use this stencil for ages. This is a brand, not one of the brand new ones, but it's new for me. It's a Dina Wakley stencil, and I just love the size and the shape, so I thought I'd give it a go. And so I'm just bringing some white just to tone the page down a bit because there's a lot going on. And my go-to is black. I always tend to bring in some of that bold black. This is no different. It started with the black, so I decided to go the other way and bring some of that white in just to sort of tone it down and give the page, somewhere to rest and settle. So then, because I can't help myself, I'm doodling around some of my diamonds. I really do enjoy doodling on a page. I'm not very good at it, so I think maybe that might be a goal for me to work on. Watch some videos and find some inspiration and just practice some little doodles. My go-tos are always very simple, and I don't have more than 3, which you will see in this video, because I decided to play with my paint pens a bit in this page. So because this is where I bring the paint pens in, and because I really liked that bold black at the beginning, I wanted to bring it back into the foreground. So right now it's been pushed back by all the white and all the paint, so I'm just bringing bits and pieces of it back to the foreground just to give me something bold to stand out from all of that happening in the background. This is my go-to. I really do like big bold patterns popping off a bright page. So now that I've started with my paint pens, I'm going to continue with my paint pens. So I've got, Santa brought me some paint pens for Christmas, and I've just been playing with them here and there, and I really want to play with them more. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. But like I said, I really need to work on my drawing. I'm not just mark making even. My go-tos are circles and chevrons and diamonds and crosses, and that's all I have. So maybe I need to do a doodling exercise or something. So here's me just bringing in some dashes with a turquoise paint pen. I got some really cool new colors. There's some pastels. I got like a lemon, a coral, some really nice colors. I'm in love with Posca paint pens at the moment, and I have to admit, even though my page wasn't very dry, in some areas I do go over some wet paint. I didn't kill them. I thought for sure, because I am notoriously bad for killing paint pens in the past, These ones are pretty sturdy, especially this one. The black I thought I'd killed for sure, but no, cleaned them off and off they went again. So that was a bit of a relief. But yeah, so I'm making marks. I'm not really thinking about my placement or how the page is going to look in the end, because I'd been doing that all week and hated everything I created. So this was more of a turning off your brain kind of exercise for me. I've done it in the past and I really like the outcome, and this is the same. I really like it. It's very different for me color wise. It's very bright. I think that bright pink just brightens up everything that gets put on this page. The yellow, the green, well, not so much the blue, but definitely the yellow and the green, they sort of had a neon effect too when I put them on this page. So all in all, this is a very bright page. I think that's why the white and the black was good to try and tone it down a bit. So now I wanted a focal image because for some reason I feel everything needs a focal image. Maybe I need to work on some handwriting as well, because then I can just write quotes and things. But yeah, so I'm going through the Collage Collective looking for a focal image. Focal images this week has been where all my pages have fallen apart. I think I've ruined a few by putting really bad focal images on. So I'm going through Collage Collective looking for something that's already made, in the hopes that it'll help tie this page together and it won't make me feel like I've ruined it. I decided on this heart here because I thought the colours sort of went with what I had going on. Now I'm ripping the edges, which I usually fail at for some reason. I can do long rips but not little ones that just I fail miserably. But in the end I don't mind. I took off a lot more than I was expecting, but I don't mind it because now I can add something behind it and make it a little more organic and more me, not just something I've ripped out of a book and stuck on a page, if that makes sense. So I have some of these old grid Project Life cards, so I'm just going to staple this to it, and then I'm going to glue it in as is, and that's going to be my focal image. And I have to admit, I love it. It's nice, it's simple, but it does what I want it to do. It gives me a focal image. I feel a page is incomplete without a focal image. I'm not sure why, because I will regularly do double pages and only put a focal image on one side, which leaves one complete side with nothing on it. But I still feel a focal image or a big quote or something is needed to complete a page. And this, even though it's only small, it did the job for me. I came away really liking this page. After a week of hating everything I created, I was really quite happy with that. So I'm going to stick this down with some gel medium. I haven't put any adhesive or glue or anything under the green piece because I do like the fact that it's not flat, if that makes sense. It gives the page a bit of dimension. So I've only stapled that to the card and then I've glued the card. So I've got a bit of dimension and a bit of layers happening, which I really like. Now I'm putting down a sticker phrase thingamajiggy, and this one says, what does it say again? The world, I can't remember. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful, or something like that. And that's going to be it for my page. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. It took me a really long time to find something that I'd created that I liked enough to share with you all this week. So yeah, hopefully I have better luck today when I try and attempt to do some scrapbook pages. So I'll catch you real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.